Chris Broussard joining us. And Chris, right now, we just heard from both sides. Where do things stand between Anthony and the Nets?
Well, as you've shown, the agreement is in place. Both teams have agreed to this. Carmelo Anthony doesn't want to be a New Jersey Net, though, and that's the issue. He's not going to agree to go to the Nets until he's exhausted every possible opportunity to play for the Knicks. He'll wait up until Thursday at the deadline to make that decision. And there's no guarantee he would do that. I don't think at this point Carmelo Anthony even knows for sure whether or not he would go to Jersey. He doesn't want to play for the Nets, but he's very reluctant to give up that $65 million contract extension. He may would rather stay in Denver than to go to New Jersey. We don't know that for sure. So I think he would rather have the teams make the decision for him by trading him to the Knicks before the deadline. I think he's very confused at this point about what exactly he would do if push comes to shove.
Again, it does seem as though there is one destination and one only. That would be with the New York Knicks. I do want to take a look then at what Prokhorov, again, the Nets owner, had to say about getting back into the negotiations, telling CNBC, and I do quote, I, meaning the Nets, think we made a very good tactical decision to force the Knicks to pay as much as they can. So it's very good, it's very interesting, it's very competitive. Again, if you're the Nets and Prokhorov and you know that, well, Carmelo doesn't want to come, at least make your cross-river rival throw this into the deal. And so the proposed deal with the Knicks would send Danilo Gallinari now, point guard Raymond Felton, Wilson Chandler, the expiring contract of Eddie Curry, and a first-round pick to the Nuggets for Anthony, Chauncey Billups, and other role players to make the salaries work. Also believe that the Timberwolves would also be involved to supply the Nuggets with the first-round pick. They would get Anthony Randolph in exchange from the Knicks. And now reports perhaps that the Nuggets are coming back and now asking for the Knicks young center Timofey Mozgov. Where does this stand now with the Knicks and Anthony?
Well, the Nuggets are definitely asking for Timofey Mozgov. They keep coming back wanting more and more for the Knicks. The Knicks are reluctant to give up Mozgov. Donnie Walsh, Mike D'Antoni don't want to give up all of this. They're decimating their team to get Carmelo Anthony. James Dolan wants to get this done before Thursday. The sides aren't at war. Dolan, D'Antoni versus, Walsh, D'Antoni versus Dolan.
They
just have different opinions.
That press release that was issued saying, hey, we're all on the same page.
And they are, they have different opinions, but they are on the same page. They do, D'Antoni and Walsh want Carmelo as well. When you look at this deal, Wilson Chandler, even if Carmelo was to go to New York in free agency, they would probably have to release Wilson Chandler to get it done under the salary cap rules. Okay, then you're giving up Ray Felton, but you're getting Chauncey Billups. So now Eddie Curry's not a part of your future. Now you break it down, it's really Danilo Gallinari and a first-round pick for Carmelo Anthony. You throw in Timothy Mozgov, okay, it's Mozgov and Gallinari for a first-round pick. For Carmelo Anthony, that's a pretty fair exchange by most people's
bottom line.
view.
Thursday, the deadline arrives. Is Anthony going to be a Knick?
I think so. Obviously nobody knows 100% at this point, but I'll say he goes to the Knicks.
All right, we will not hold you to that, Chris Broussard. I have a feeling he'll be joining us here on the side set a few more times between now and Thursday. Of course, you right now log on to ESPNNewYork.com as this drama becomes Shakespearean in its epic nature. Chris did just discuss it very briefly. Log on for more. Who really is calling the shots now in the Knicks front office? Might it even be somebody like Isaiah Thomas?